Hello level 2 students, how are you all doing? In the last video, we did revision of chapters division and fraction. Today, let us start with the unit money. When we learned the chapter unit money, we learned about the US dollars, United States currency, the dollars, cents, nickels and dimes. Do you remember? Dollars are big money. Yeah, they are currency notes. Cents are coins. They are made up of metals and they are of smaller denomination. So 1 cent, 100 cents makes $1, 5 cents make 1 nickel, 10 cents makes 1 dime. And based on the cents, we learnt to count and write the amount, to add, subtract money, etc. So let us practice that today for revision. First, see this question number 15, count and write the amount. So what are all these? These are 1 cent coins. So we have to count how many cents are there and write in this box. Come on, let's start doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6 cents. 6. How will you write cents? You will put a C and a line over it. This is the symbol of cents. Hope you remember it. So this is 6 cents. How many are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cents. The next one. See, there are 3 cents here. 1, 2, 3. And what is this? This is a nickel. 1 nickel is equal to 5 cents or 5 cents. They have written 5 cents. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Totally, how much we have? 8 cents. Always write the unit. You should not just write 8. You have to put the symbol of cents. Only then we will understand. 1 cent and this is 5 cents and 5 cents. 5 plus 5, 10 cents plus 1, 11 cents. Next, this is 5, 2 nickels. 1 nickel 5 cents, 2 nickels 10 cents, 10 cents, 11, 12, 13, 14. Total is 14 cents. We just have to count and write. This is 5 cents, 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 5, 15 cents. There are no 1 cent coins. All are 5 cent coins. That is nickel. So 15 cents here. 3 5 cent coins. 15 cents. Question number 16. Rounding to the nearest dollar. Okay. See, this money or this amount is written in dollars. That is $3. And what comes after this point? What comes after this point is cents. So this is $3. Before point, whatever is coming is dollar. And what is coming after the small dot or the decimal point is cents. So $3.90. Okay, instead of saying 90 cents, we can round it the whole thing into dollars itself. Okay, we need not say dollars and cents. We can tell it as one whole number, that is dollar. No need of this point. So how will you round it? We have learnt it. Already I explained to you. Try to recollect. What we have to see? We have to see the number after this point or the dot. Whatever number is after the point, if it is 5 and more than 5, then we have to make this as plus 1 and write as $4. If it is less than 5, then we have to write $3 as such. So we should not have any point. We should remove this and make this into a dollar, either $3 or $4. Let's start doing it, okay? See, first one is 9. 9 is big. So 90 cents will become $1. So we have to add plus 1. So don't put cents here. You have to put the symbol of dollar. That is S, one line. Then make it 4. So $3.90 is rounded off to $4. Okay? See this. This is also greater than 5 and greater than 5. So this will become 4 will become $5. $1.25. 1.25. 25 is less. 2 is small. So this will remain 1. We will remove the numbers after the decimal point. So this is $1. 2.75, this is big, so $3. 10.55, 55 is big, so this will become $11. 14.67, round off to $15. 9.35, 9.35 is small, so it will become $9. 1.99, 99 is very big, it is almost close to 100, so this will become $2. So this is how you round off to the nearest dollar. You will remove the cents after this point and round it off to the nearest dollar. All of you have to put the symbol without forgetting, okay? Now question number 17. Let's add the money. Addition of money is very simple. It's just like adding two numbers. Two-digit number we are going to add, but they are cents. So while writing the answer, we have to put the unit cents. So this addition is addition with regrouping. We will add, and whatever is, when the answer is 2-digit, we will carry over and put it on the top and add. We have learnt addition with regrouping. That is what we are going to do while adding the numbers. All of you do along with me. It is very simple. You can do by yourself. Just check the answers after you have done. So 3 plus 7. How will you do? 7 in mind, 3 in fingers. 8, 9, 10. So in 10, how you will write? 10. Only units place you will write here. Yes. Whatever is in the tens place you will carry over. That is, you will write on the top of the tens place here. Now add this. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 6, 7, 8. So the answer is 80 cents. Similarly, 0 plus 9 is 9. 1 plus 6 is 7. 79 cents. 1 plus 9 is 10. Carry over 1. 1 plus 6, 7. 7 plus 1, 8. 80 cents. 5 plus 7, 12. 7 in mind, 5 in fingers. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And put 1 carry over. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 4, 8. 82 cents. 9 plus 3, 12. 1 carry over, 6. All of you do by yourself. Add neatly and write the answers. Next one. 3 plus 9, 12 again. 1 carry over, 2. 82 cents. 4 plus 8. 8 in mind, 4 in fingers. 9, 10, 11, 12. 2. 1 carry over. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 4, 8. 82 cents again. 6 plus 7. How much? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 7 plus 6 is 13. 3. 1 carry over. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 53 cents. 7 plus 4. 7 plus 4 is 11. 1 carry over. 8, 9. 91 cents. 6 plus 4. How much? 7, 8, 9, 10. 0 will be here and 1 carry over. 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 60 cents. So this is how you add the numbers. It is like similar like normal addition with regrouping. You have to add and write the cents correctly. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Add or subtract the money. So we have to see whether the symbol is plus or minus. See, in all this it is plus. The last 4 sums it is minus. You have to carefully see the symbol and then add. If it is plus, you have to add. If it is minus, you have to subtract the money. Why we need to do this? We do it when we go to shop and buy many things. We have to add the money and give, and when we have to take the balance from the shopkeeper, we minus, that is we subtract. So this is very important for you to go to shops and buy things and do all these stuff. So we have to do it carefully, addition and subtraction of money. Okay, let's start. First one is addition, plus symbol. 4 plus 4 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 54 cents. They have put the unit for us. We just have to add and write. 3 plus 1 is 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. 64 cents. Next, 6 plus 2 is 8. 2 plus 1 is 3. 38 cents. 3 plus 4 is 7. 6 plus 1 is also 7. 77 cents. Very simple. You can do it in few minutes. All of you do it fast. Very good. Now shall we move on to the subtraction? Okay. See here, minus symbol is there. So you have to subtract the money. 4 minus 3. How much? 1. 5 minus 2 is 3. 31 cents. 3 minus 0 is 3. Anything minus 0 is the same number. 3. 5 minus 1 is 4. 43 cents. Then 8 minus 2 is, count backward, 7, 6. 8 minus 2 is 6. 5 minus 1 is 4. 46 cents. Here, 5 minus 4, 1. 7 minus 1, 6. 61 cents. This is a very simple page, addition and subtraction. Next, after this, what we learned, Unit 12, about time. Yes, in the time chapter, we learnt about the calendar. What is a calendar? Calendar is a picture or a chart which tells us about the year, month, weeks, days of the weeks, and also the date. Yes, every month has a calendar, and this is the calendar for the month January of the year 2020. So we have to read this calendar and answer the questions below. Shall we do it? By now you know how to read a calendar and tell the day, date, etc. Start. What is the name of this month? The name of this month is January. All of you write January. 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 Next, how many days are there in a week? In a week, how many days will be there? Full week, you see. This is 1 week. How many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. 7 days in a week. How many days are there in this month? How many days are there? 31 days. There are 31 days. That is the last one. Last day. Yes? Okay. How many Sundays are there in this month? How many Sundays? So first see where is Sunday. Sunday is here. And then start counting the Sundays. You should not count this blank box. Only where the numbers are there, dates are there, that you should count. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 Sundays in this month. Okay. How many Saturdays are there in this month? How many Saturdays are there in this month? See the Saturday? It is here. Right here. Sat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 Saturdays in this month of January 2020. Then, on what day is January 15th? Where is January 15th in the calendar you locate? Yeah, here it is. January 15th is here. What day it is? So, what we have to see? It is Wednesday. Just see up. The day is written. It is Wednesday. So, January 15th is a Wednesday. Right? WEDNESDAY. Wednesday. Now, write each date. First Wednesday. What is the first Wednesday of this month? First, see the Wednesday, where it is starting. It is starting in 1. So the first Wednesday is 1st of January. First one. Second Friday. When is the second Friday? See, Friday is here. And this is first Friday. This is second Friday. Second Friday is 10th. Third Tuesday. Here, the Tuesday is here. Leave this and start counting from here. 1, 2, 3. Third Tuesday is 21. Fourth Monday. Fourth Monday. 1, 2, 3, 4. Under Monday, count the fourth one. Fourth Monday is 27th. January 27th is the fourth Monday. So this is how you read the calendar, any particular given calendar, and you can answer all these questions. Okay, all of you write this. Circle the correct answer. In this we have to circle whether this time is AM or PM. Okay. So what is AM? They have given us few sentences, few things, and we have to say whether that is happening in AM or PM. Yes. So what is AM? Now tell me, what is AM? Antemeridiem. Antemeridiem is the time which is before noon in the day, which is before midday or noon. When it is 12 o'clock in the day, it is called noon. That is when the sun is right above us, on the top of us. Okay. So that is half of the day. And when the time before half of the day, midday, is AM, and the time after half of the day, that is afternoon and evening, those are all PM. So whenever we write time, we have to say whether it is AM or PM. Only then we will be able to understand whether it is before midday or after midday. So first read the sentences and say whether this will happen in AM or during PM. Alan went out to see the stars. When will the stars come? They will come at the night. So it is afternoon. So it is PM. So circle PM. When do you eat dinner? Dinner we have it in the night. So it is PM. Mom went to the church in the morning. It is morning. It is before noon. So it is AM. Eric watched a movie in the evening. Evening is PM. Afternoon, evening, night, everything is PM. Amanda goes to sleep at every night. Night is PM. We eat breakfast. When do we eat breakfast? We eat breakfast in the morning. So it is morning time is AM. The kids have naps in the afternoon. Afternoon. Only till noon it is AM. Afternoon is PM. Okay. This is how you see, whenever you tell time, you have to say like this. Whenever it is afternoon and evening, you say PM. And when it is morning before noon, you say AM. Now, draw an analog clock showing 4:15 and 4:45. How many of you remember this? 4:15 and 4:45. What is quarter? Quarter is nothing but 1/4. 1/4 of this whole clock is in 3. Yes, 3 means 15 minutes. When the long hand is at 3, it is 15 minutes. Another quarter will be at 9. Yes, another quarter will be at 9. That is when the long hand is, or the minute hand is at 9, it is 45 minutes. 5 9s are 45. So whenever it is 15 minutes or 45 minutes, then it is quarter. So when it is at, the long hand is at 3, that is 15 minutes, it is quarter past. Quarter is over already. Then the long hand is at 9 or 45 minutes, then we say it as quarter to. That is quarter to before the next hour. There is still quarter hour to the next o'clock. We will draw it, you will understand. We have already done it in detail when we learned the lesson time. Now tell me, draw an analog clock showing 4:15. First we will draw 4:15. So what we have to do? Shorthand should be at 4, near 4. Draw a small hand like this near 4. And 4:15. Past means this quarter portion will be past. It will come 3. Quarter is over. 15 minutes is over. So it is 3. So this is how quarter past 4 we have to draw. Okay, this is the quarter and this quarter is over after it is 4 o'clock. So it is quarter past 4 or 4:15. Now let's draw quarter to 4 o'clock. Quarter to 4 o'clock means when it is 4 o'clock, the short hand should be here and the 12 should be here. The long hand should be at 12. But when it is quarter to means there is still quarter hour or 15 minutes for it to become 4 o'clock. So it should be here at 9. Okay. The minute hand should be quarter hour before 4. That is from 12 it has to go back side. Quarter to 4, that means it is 3:45. So the short hand will be between 3 and 4, almost near 4, but it won't be at 4. So 3:45 is what is quarter to 4 o'clock. The minute hand will slowly move quarter like this and it will come to 12, then it will become 4. So it is 15 minutes or quarter hour more to 4 o'clock. 3:45, quarter to 4. Question number 22. Circle the correct time shown on each of these clocks. So you all know to read time now. Are you reading time at your home by yourself? Let's do. We have to read the time and circle one among these 3. What is this? Short hand is at 12. Long hand, minute hand is at 3. So the time is 12. 3 into 5, 15. 12, 15. Circle 15. This one. 2, 15. What is this? This short hand is in between 3 and 4. It is almost near 4 but it is not at 4. And the minute hand, long hand is at 9. So how many minutes is it? 9 into 5. 9 5s are 45. So it is between 3 and 4. So 3:45. Circle 3:45. 7:15. What is this? This is 6. It is between 6 and 7. 6. 5 9s are 45. 6:45. This again is 12. It is not at 1. See, it is near 1 but not at 1. So it is between 12 and 1. So we have to say 12. 9 5s are 45. 12:45. Next one. This is 10:15. 6:15. 5:45. Last one is 9:15. So please be careful with this. I told you already while I was explaining this also. Short hand is at 9 and the long hand is at 3. So you have to first tell the short hand 9 and the long hand is 15. So you have to say 9:15. You should not tell the opposite 3:45. Let's match the following. This is digital clock which shows the exact time, and this is analog clock where there are two hands and we have to read the time. Now write the time here. Read the time and write it here. This is 1 o'clock. This is 12:15. 10:15. 6:30. And this is 8:45. Now see this time and match it to the digital clock. All of you first write the time of the analog clock, read it and write it correctly, and then match it with the corresponding digital clock. Same number will be there. See, 6:30 we have read and written 6:30. That you have to match. So in this video, we have done the revision of 2 units, money and time. Okay, all of you finish this in your workbook. I will see you in the next video with the rest of the units. Bye-bye. Take care.